Wait, before you toss that worn-out tire sitting in your garage, I need to show you something absolutely wild. What if I told you that a rubber circle could produce more onions than a traditional garden bed, using half the space and practically zero effort? Sounds crazy, right? Stick around because what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you think about growing food at home. Hey there, garden lovers. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening, where we turn everyday junk into jaw-dropping harvests without emptying your wallet. If you're new here, you've just stumbled into the most budget-friendly gardening community on YouTube, and trust me, you're going to love it here. For my returning friends, you already know we don't do ordinary things around here, and today's method? Pure genius. Now, before we dig in, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button if you love creative gardening hacks, and hit subscribe so you never miss our weekly tips. We're building something special here, and I want you to be part of this journey. Got questions or your own tire gardening stories? Drop them in the comments because I read every single one. Alright, let's transform that old tire into an onion growing machine. Section 1. Why this works. So here's the deal. Most people see an old tire and think trash, but gardeners like us, we see opportunity. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Isn't rubber toxic for growing food? Let me put that worry to rest right now. Modern tires, especially those made after the year 2000, are significantly safer than most people realize. The key is using tires that haven't been treated with industrial chemicals or sitting in oil spills. Clean, dry tires work perfectly, and here's why this method is actually brilliant. Onions need 3 things to thrive: excellent drainage, warmth around their roots, and consistent growing conditions. A tire delivers all 3 naturally. The rubber absorbs heat during the day and releases it slowly at night, creating a microclimate your onions absolutely love. This temperature regulation is something you'd pay hundreds of dollars to replicate with fancy garden equipment, but we're getting it for free. Plus, the circular shape means water drains evenly from all sides, preventing the root rot that kills most onion crops. Traditional rectangular beds often have corners where water pools, creating soggy spots that onions despise. With a tire, geometry works in your favor. And here's the kicker. You can stack multiple tires as your onions grow, giving them more soil depth without taking up extra ground space. This vertical approach is perfect for anyone dealing with limited yard space or poor soil quality. You're essentially building a raised bed system that costs nothing and can be moved anywhere you want. Plus, at the end of the season, if you need to relocate your garden, just lift and move. Try doing that with a traditional raised bed. Section 2. Choosing your tire. Not all tires are created equal for this project. You want a tire that's still got some structural integrity but isn't brand new. Passenger car tires work best because they're the perfect size, not too big, not too small. The standard diameter gives you enough planting space without becoming unmanageable. Truck tires can work if you're going for a massive harvest, but they're harder to move around and require significantly more soil to fill. For most home gardeners, a regular car tire is the sweet spot. Avoid tires with steel belts showing through or those that have been sitting in chemicals. A quick inspection tells you everything. Look for tires without weird stains, strong odors, or visible deterioration. The rubber should still feel relatively firm, not crumbly or excessively cracked. Where do you find these tires? Check your own garage first, then ask neighbors, friends, or family. Auto repair shops often have piles of used tires they're happy to give away because they pay disposal fees otherwise. Just explain your gardening project, and most mechanics will gladly hand over a few clean tires. Give your chosen tire a good scrub with soap and water, paying special attention to any dirt trapped in the treads. Let it dry completely in the sun for a day or 2. This not only cleans it but also helps off-gas any residual odors. You're basically prepping your future garden bed. So take this step seriously. Here's a pro move. Grab 2 or 3 tires of the same size. Why? Because we're going to use a stacking technique later that'll blow your mind. Matching sizes make stacking stable and professional looking. Mismatched sizes can work, but they're trickier to manage and don't look as neat. But first, let's talk about setting up your foundation. Section 3. Location and preparation. Location matters more than most beginners realize. Onions are sun worshippers, so find a spot that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. More is better. 8 to 10 hours of sun will give you bigger, sweeter bulbs with better storage life. Morning sun is ideal because it dries the dew quickly, reducing disease risk. Fungal issues love moisture, and onion foliage that stays wet too long becomes a breeding ground for problems. East-facing locations are perfect, though south-facing works wonderfully too. Now here's where we get clever. You can place your tire directly on soil, grass, or even concrete. Seriously, if you're putting it on the ground, that's perfect because earthworms will naturally move up into your tire, aerating the soil for free. They'll break down organic matter, leaving behind nutrient-rich castings that onions love. It's like hiring a garden maintenance crew that works for free. On concrete or a patio, no problem. Just make sure your tire has adequate drainage, which it naturally will. The center opening and the porous nature of piled soil ensure water never pools dangerously. This makes tire gardening perfect for apartment dwellers with balconies or people with yards that are mostly hardscaped. Lay your first tire flat and fill the center with quality soil. I'm talking about a good mix here. 2 parts garden soil, 1 part compost, and 1 part coconut coir or peat moss. This combination gives you the loose, fertile environment onions crave. The garden soil provides structure and minerals, the compost delivers nutrients and beneficial microbes, and the coconut coir ensures proper drainage while retaining just enough moisture. Mix everything thoroughly before filling your tire. I like to do this in a wheelbarrow or large tub, making sure there are no clumps and everything is evenly distributed. As you fill the tire, press the soil down gently but firmly. You want it settled enough that it won't sink dramatically after watering, but not so compacted that roots struggle to penetrate. Mix in a handful of bone meal or a balanced organic fertilizer as you fill. Bone meal is fantastic for onions because it's high in phosphorus, which promotes strong root development and bulb formation. A May 10 fertilizer works beautifully too. Avoid anything too high in nitrogen at this stage because you'll end up with gorgeous green tops but disappointing bulbs. Fill your tire almost to the top, leaving about an inch of space. This prevents soil from washing over the sides when you water and gives you a nice clean edge to work with. Quick pause here, friends. If you're finding this helpful, show some love by hitting that like button. It genuinely helps more people discover these budget-friendly gardening methods, and that's what we're all about. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We drop fresh gardening gold every single week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Drop a comment telling me, what's the weirdest thing you've ever turned into a planter? I'm genuinely curious. I've seen people use everything from old boots to broken toilets, and I love the creativity in this community. Alright, back to creating your onion paradise. Section 4. Planting Technique. To plant onions, use onion sets, baby bulbs, which are easy and reliable. Space them about 4 inches apart inside the tire. Plant each set 1 inch deep, pointy end up. Arrange them in a spiral pattern from the outer edge toward the center to maximize space and even sun exposure. A standard tire holds about 15 to 20 onion sets. Water gently but thoroughly after planting, keeping the soil evenly moist, not soggy, so the sets can establish roots. Section 5. The Stacking Secret. As your onions grow and reach about 6 inches tall, usually 3 to 4 weeks after planting, stack a second tire on top. Fill it with soil, covering the lower stems while leaving the green tops exposed. This hilling technique gives onions more soil depth, encouraging larger bulbs without taking up more ground space. The extra soil allows roots to expand, and the added tire helps retain warmth for steadier growth. 2 tires are usually ideal for onions. You can add a third, but anything taller becomes unstable and harder to manage. Stack when growth is active. Too early berries shoots. Too late reduces the benefit. Section 6. Care and Maintenance. Caring for tire-grown onions is simple. Water when the top inch of soil feels dry. In hot weather, this may be daily. In cooler conditions, every 2 to 3 days is usually enough. Water early in the morning to reduce disease risk. Fertilize every 3 weeks with a diluted liquid fertilizer or compost tea. Onions are light feeders, Too much nitrogen produces big tops but small bulbs, so keep feeding moderate. Weeds are minimal in tire gardens, but remove any that appear right away since onions don't compete well. A thin layer, about 1 inch of straw or shredded leaves helps retain moisture and suppress weeds without causing rot. Section 7. Harvest time. Onions are ready when the green tops naturally fall over. This usually happens 90 to 120 days after planting. When about 70% of the tops have flopped, stop watering and let the soil dry for about a week. This helps the skins toughen for storage. Lift the tires to expose the bulbs, then gently pull onions from dry soil. Shake off dirt but don't wash them. Cure onions for about 2 weeks in a shaded, well-ventilated area. Lay them in a single layer so air can circulate. Once cured, the skins should feel papery and the necks completely dry. Trim tops to about 1 inch, cut roots short, and store in a cool, dry place with good airflow. Properly cured onions can store for 4 to 6 months or longer. Section 8. Troubleshooting and bonus tips. Let's quickly cover common issues. Yellow leaves usually mean overwatering onions like moisture, not soggy soil. Let the soil dry slightly between waterings. If only the tips turn yellow, that's often nitrogen deficiency. A light feeding fixes it. Soft or mushy bulbs indicate rot from excess water or poor drainage. Remove affected onions immediately and adjust watering. This is rare in tire gardens because drainage is naturally good. Pests are uncommon, but thrips or onion flies can appear. Neem oil applied early morning or evening for a couple of weeks usually solves the problem. After harvest, refill the tire with fresh soil and plant quick crops like lettuce or radishes. Tires work year-round, offering mild frost protection and acting as permanent raised beds that last for years. You can even paint them to make the garden look intentional and attractive. And there you have it, friends. 1 old tire, a handful of onion sets, and some basic soil transformed into a productive mini farm right in your backyard, patio, or balcony. This is exactly what earthly gardening is all about. Proving you don't need fancy equipment, expensive raised beds, or a huge budget to grow incredible food at home. This method works. I've seen gardens using 5, 10, even 20 tires producing enough onions to feed families year-round. The beauty is that it scales perfectly to your needs. 1 tire for a small household, multiple tires for larger families, or if you love cooking with onions. I want to hear from you. Are you going to try this? Do you have old tires lying around just waiting for a second life? Tell me in the comments, and if you've already done tire gardening, whether with onions or other crops, share your results. What worked? What didn't? This community learns best when we share experiences, and your insights might help someone else succeed. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed and that notification bell is turned on. We've got more budget-friendly, space-saving gardening methods coming your way every week. Next week, I'm showing you how to grow potatoes in something even more surprising than a tire, and you won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, the best gardens are built with creativity, not cash. Now get out there and give that old tire a purpose. Happy planting, everyone.